everybody, and welcome back to Ultimate General American Revolution. We are playing a new campaign. We restarted our last one, and we have surrounded Boston, so we're starting to lay siege, but now we need to start thinking about building up our army. We might launch an assault on Fort Stevens today. We're going to take a look at possibly doing that. We might use these men that we're going to be creating over here. I don't know if I want to pull from any of these garrisons, because I feel like right now that's the only thing keeping the troops in Boston. So this new garrison that I've created down here, that are currently being built up, we need more ammunition actually, and we need more provisions to actually get them truly being brought up. So we are going to come over here. It says I don't know what they're talking about. We have plenty in storage in the market. I think it's just supply lines right now are low. I think it's just by creating 2 units at once. They're probably a little behind. That might be partially the issue. But yeah, we'll probably use these 2 militia units once they're formed to go up and try and take Fort Stevens. But for now, we're going to continue on. And yeah, I mean, really not too much going on at the moment. We are bringing over this other unit to just bolster our garrison around Boston. So we are going to just move a little quickly here. Going to keep Bandit where he's at so we can sort of... They are continuing to build up their forces from that unit that we destroyed leaving Middleborough. We weren't able to completely destroy him. Thankfully, they're leaving Portsmouth alone for now. We haven't seen anything. Alright, so we actually have some... Okay, we actually get some ammo from more ammo, which is always good. Let's go ahead and join the garrison here so they can start recouping some of their losses that they did on the march. How are these guys doing? This is probably going to take a little while, so let's come to Portsmouth. We might want to... Oh, it is already a priority. So... It is probably going to take some time to get these ships back up to snuff. Hopefully we don't get attacked or anything by forces in Salem or around Boston before we're ready. So yeah, as we said in the last episode, we have roughly about 4,000 men. I think I said 3,000 in the last episode, but it's actually 4,000 when you actually count the troops that are in Portsmouth. But the enemy does have some troops in Salem. Gonna try and actually sneak up here. Okay, so we've actually completed our musket, so we get that 5 extra reputation. I'm gonna see about sneaking up there, and so we got nothing going on over here. It was just the musket production. See what they have in Salem, as well as Fort Stevens. We're gonna go out a little bit on a scouting mission here. Gotta be careful, because sometimes that would trigger them to leave Boston. And we definitely don't want to trigger them to leave Salem. So we got now 900 men in Salem. Okay. Let's take a look at what they have in Fort Stevens. So these 2 units are getting pretty well formed up. They're still needing ammunition. Their provisions are pretty well. Okay, they have 450 men in Fort Stevens. So that's fine. We can manage that with 2 units, especially seeing as we're going to have 2 whole units of cannon. Looks like we are starting to take some more expenditures. So yeah, we're starting to get a little closer to even actually when it comes to our expenditures. When you total everything up. So we might start having a little bit of financial difficulty, but at the current moment we are fine. Again, we're really just waiting to these units down in Hartford are fully formed and ready with all the ammo they'll need. So yeah, we're taking about oh wow, our financing dropped a lot. Let's take a look. So there is some sort of British shipping in Jeffrey's Ledge again, which is affecting a little bit of our financing. I'm not also sure why our financing went completely down there, back down to 1,500. It still boggles my mind exactly how things work in the game when it comes to financing. Why that number keeps burying up. But I digress. We're almost there. I believe these 2 units should have about 500 men in here when all is said and done. Not all factories are being used. Yeah, we know that. Okay, so we got some money from a donation. Britain and Spain are declared war. Looks like they are having another 680 men arrive in Boston here. So that's going to bring up their numbers to about 7,000, which is way more than we have at the moment. I think one more day and these units should be formed. And we're still waiting for them to get ammo back. So, again, just waiting for our units to get fully formed up. Alright, so we can either choose funding weapons. Now these are just civilian muskets, which we are producing, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Ammunition or gold. I think gold is where we need to go right now. Alright, they're doing something with these 680 men, or yeah, 680 men. I'm very concerned with what they might be doing, so let's move Bandit up as a scouting party. Or are they just forming up in Salem? That's what it looks like they're doing. I don't want them to move on. Okay, they did just form up in Salem. That's all they were doing. The last thing I want them doing is forming up and moving on Portsmouth. Especially not while my ships are still being refitted. And maybe one more day. I'm not sure why these guys are not fully forming up yet. I mean, they got the ammo. They're already a priority. Maybe increase their supply priority so we can get going here. Granted, it's only 12 men that we're missing. We're probably going to lose that much on the march, so we'll give it one more day. Maybe bring the ammunition and provisions all the way up, which it didn't. So let's go ahead and we'll leave the garrison with these 2 forces, form up into a brigade and get them moving up towards Leicester where they can rest in Leicester. We'll let them rest a day at Leicester once they get there. Let's get them in garrison as soon as they can. There we go. Join the garrison. And let them rest up. Probably would take more than one day, actually. Let's give it to the 16th. So yeah, there's 4 more ships in Jeffrey's Ledge, so that's why our financial situation is not as good. So we got 10 more ammo. Alright, so let's select these 2. Leave the garrison with them. Form up into a brigade. It should be, yeah, the conditioning is pretty much all the way up now. Form up into an army. And get them moving towards Fort Stevens. So our first fort assault. Now in the last playthrough they actually they reinforced Fort Stevens a little bit, so we're only outnumbering them by about 400 men, so this could get interesting. It could get interesting. Let's actually have them wait right here for a little bit, just outside. Let them set up camp, try and gain back some of that conditioning. As you can see, it's slowly going up, not as much as it does when you're in garrison. Alright. Now let's go ahead and we're going to move in now that the conditioning is all the way up. And we're going to assault Fort Stevens. Or Stephens. I'm not really sure if it's Stevens or Stephens. I'm assuming Stevens. Alright. So we're going to fight. Like I said, we outnumber them by almost 500 men. But they are in a fort. So that's going to be a struggle. I think in our last playthrough, they actually just gave up Fort Stevens, and we had like a unit that was created right in Fort Stevens, and that's how we got it. Not sure. It is raining, which is a bit of a negative against us. Thankfully, we do have some militia. Or Minutemen. I think that's actually going to be a bit of a help. I did notice they had some men outside the fort, because they can't quite put enough men in the fort. Let's move these guys up as well. Let's maybe put some men over here. They might end up leaving the fort because we can technically just bombard them. Let's move them out. Let's start taking a look at our flanks, or their flanks, with some of our Minutemen. And I did notice on the map there was a unit outside the fort. Where is my general? He's back here. Let's move him up. Let's get going. What I think I might try and do, okay, so they have, looks like greencoats, which I believe are the Tories, or it's a light infantry. Technically, the Tories notoriously wore greencoats, I believe is the idea, but then again, British light infantry also wore greencoats, so it could be either one. Start getting these guys up onto their flanks. Our cannon set up yet? Not quite. We're gonna have them target this unit though when they are ready. Looks like they're gonna have to move forward slightly. Believe it or not, British light infantry is actually quite annoying in the game. See if I can't get some fire up onto their flanks. Like I said, I'm just gonna pretty much use my artillery and just bombard the fort for a while. These men are getting exhausted just fighting it out with this band of light infantry over here. Causing a fire in one of the guard towers. I wonder if we can't get close enough just to take pot shots. I believe the Minutemen, no, they don't have longer range. Alright, so we completely forced that unit into retreat, which is good. Let these guys gain back their conditioning. I'll have them come up this way to gain back their conditioning. Just get them in the woods. Almost want to take some pot shots at this unit coming in. Not let them reform. Alright, they're running. Well, they got some shots off. I don't want them taking fire though from, especially seeing as they can't really do anything. Might have one of these guys start targeting their artillery, while the other one just keeps bombarding this front of the fort, weakening down that unit. That is their heaviest unit, so we'll just keep weakening it down. And hopefully fire from this other gun, it would do some damage up there anyway. Essentially gonna let them just keep bombarding the fort. Dude, they practically run out of ammo. Looks like they're conserving their ammo, although they have an ammo dump, so I don't think it really matters too much. Start moving them forward now that they've gained some of their conditioning back. They're almost out of ammo. So that is unfortunate. But they'll still fire off rounds. They'll just be out of ammunition. So they'll just conserve it, I guess, is the way the game represents it. It just reloads slower. So yeah, we're just going to keep bombarding the hell out of the fort until we're ready to assault. But yeah, see how the ammunition is recovering a lot slower, whereas this one's recovering a lot faster. That's basically all it represents. I guess I could have moved the artillery closer. That probably would have helped. We will move it closer before our final assault. Or I guess our first assault. Alright, so they're both out of ammo. Let's move them closer. Them up there, and then we're gonna start moving in, I guess. Did not weaken them as much as I had hoped, but we will attempt to break through here. Let's go ahead and pause it actually. Try and get everybody moving in sort of at once. We're gonna put all of them firing at him. Have him fire at him, and then maybe he can get some shots off. I don't know if he's going to be able to because he's behind, yeah. So we'll just attack him as well. And then we'll use the skirmishers to hit these two units on the sides. I think what we might actually even do. Move these guys even closer. So these militiamen are going to be occupying the priority for these, or Minutemen are going to occupy. That way this forward unit won't be able to bombard them. And actually they're focusing on here, so maybe we can just overwhelm their center here. Maybe get these guys nice and close. They're already starting to waver a little. I can just break one of these walls here. I think we'll be okay. Hard to tell if they're winning the battle or losing the battle up here. I can't see how many men they have left. It looks like 60 some. There's 60 some here. We gotta break them soon. We moved our cannon up nice and close. Granted, their ammo sucks. Maybe refocus. We lost a lieutenant, a second lieutenant. We are routing them. We got them to retreat. Let's get them out of there. We're going to be firing into their rear. We should probably... Okay, he's blocked, so we'll keep them shooting at them. I'll just charge into them. We can't allow them to get off canister shot into us. We're gonna use our Minutemen to hopefully... We totally lost these two units. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're able to get there. Cannons to retreat. Totally broke their cannon, so that's good. Trying to melee up with those guys as well. We need these guys to come back. Ah, we're losing. Okay, we shattered the morale of that unit. Looks like they're gonna retreat completely off the map. Bring these guys in to guard the rear a little bit. Maybe use Bandit to regain their morale some. Not sure if they're gonna come back. They're pretty shattered. What does that mean? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna keep moving them off the map as much as I can. They're still occupying these guys on this wall, so maybe we can overwhelm them. I know charging isn't as great as it has been. Oh, don't friendly fire into them. What are you doing? Why do you keep friendly firing into them? You dummies. Oh, that was unfortunate. And they're routing, and we got more coming back. Maybe hit them as they're coming back. Did these guys ever... These guys are still just running all around. Oh boy, that did not go well. My dang cannon was really the reason for that. Let's make sure my militia's up here, my Minutemen. Try and force these guys off. Are these guys ever going to... Oh, that's the British infantry. Let's make sure they're getting off this map. Let's harass them so they don't come back. Really unfortunate that we're out of ammo. No, these guys are just not going to come back. Which sucks. Keep targeting them with the cannon. It's going to take them forever, but as long as that militia or Minuteman unit is taking all the fire, bring these guys up around. These guys finally recover. No, I think when it's blinking like that with the flag, I think that just means that completely, oh, and we've just lost an entire unit. If we can get that other unit to break, We need to gather up some morale first before we go charging in again. It's gonna take forever to break these guys, I think. Alright, we lost our other. We need to get in here fast. Oh man. Maybe abandoning guns might be a good idea. We'll see how this goes. Got them to... Cannon might win the day. Canister right into him, boys. Come on, boys. Canister into him. There we go. Let's take the fort. We did it. Oh wow, that was a close one. That was really close. That was crazy. Artillery crews won the day for us though. Well, let's go back to the global map. As you can see, we pretty much destroyed their whole army. They have about 40 men left, but we have about 360 men left, essentially. So we lost 4 of our guns, too, so that's going to hurt us in the long run, because we're going to have to buy those back to actually get them reformed, that is. Wow, that was a crazy battle for Fort Stephens. Hopefully we can get them to just surrender with a... Yeah, we got them to surrender. So that was crazy. We have 200 men left. We're going to have to reform these units. That's crazy. Thankfully we didn't lose either one of our actual generals. We're going to have to get these in there and then start reforming them. But it's probably going to take a while. I believe Fort Stevens is outside, so we may have to play around, move one of these guys down to Leicester to be able to rearm, because they have recruits. I doubt if Fort Stevens is going to have recruits. Then again, I think it's actually part of the... Yeah, it's going to be part of the Portsmouth supply network, so we actually might be fine. And we are going to get some supplies. I'm curious to see what we're going to actually get from the drop here. Not 8 guns, but those should be Brown Besses, so I hope that helps. And I can't seem to select the unit. We need to get them garrisoned so they can start refitting. That was a hard-fought victory for Fort Stevens, but we are able to take the fort. We get a whole 9 recruits. They have 170, so they probably pull from there. We are going to have to go to the market. We have 1 in storage, 2 in storage. I'm not sure how... Oh, wow, the artillery... It's showing the artillery is completely broken here, so we're going to have to refit the artillery completely, as well as some Minutemen. And again, artillery, these ones will be the 4-pounders, and again some Minutemen. So we are going to have to buy, how many more? We're going to have to buy 4 more. It's going to really take a hit out of our money. We're going to have to buy 3 more of that. That hurts us a lot. We could probably start We can assign projects at HQ. Okay, so he's done. So what we want to actually get to is the United States musket as quickly as possible. So we are going to focus on more research speed and get those U.S. muskets because we want to start producing them. And after we get U.S. muskets, we want to come over here and start producing Hunters and Pennsylvania rifles as well. But yeah, right now we would definitely want to aim towards the U.S. muskets so we can start producing them instead of civilian muskets. So we have they have 176 guns here, while we only have the 60. So it's gonna be interesting to see if we can break through this blockade again. So yeah, our financing is definitely gonna start hitting the red here soon. So we're starting to get in a little bit of trouble. We actually have another, oh no we didn't, we just have 2 huge units over here, Providence, that we're filling out. So we eventually want to try and start reforming these militia units. That way we can have F4 unit brigades, but it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes us to do that. Saying it's going to take 18 days to refit these units. We probably want to make this a priority over... Okay, well, I guess we can. So let's make sure that these guys are prioritized. They are in terms of regimental supplies, so we'll see what happens on the next day. See how much our finances take a hit. Alright, Loyalists ask for help. What province? Connecticut is going to drop at 6%. That's going to hurt. But Connecticut is one of our better provinces, so I think we definitely need to build the money back up. And our income looks like it's stabilized a little bit more. So we did build the fur trader, so we are getting furs. That's another thing we want to start looking at. We should be done all these. Yeah, we got the recruitment house. Unfortunately, I think I built it too early, unfortunately, so now I never got that mission to do it. Oh, it looks like we got some sympathizers, some money from sympathizers, so that's good. So we'll complete that, and we got some money. Like I said, it's gonna take these guys. So what we might want to do, what's these guys' conditioning like? Let's go ahead. We're not at risk of losing the fort at the moment because we've secured this whole northern side. So let's go ahead and move both of these men down. Actually, let's keep one up here and we'll actually move. Actually, yeah, we'll just move one down, and we'll put them in Leicester to refit and get them up to full strength. Do we have the ability to make more right now? No, we don't have any generals. Nothing to do in here. Got 9 more days until that's complete, and then we'll get another 10 reputation, which will be good. We got 12 more days before Army Innovation is done, which will coincide when the map opens up. 3 more days. Alright, we're doing pretty good. Should probably spend some on officer recruitment, but we'll wait and see for now. Alright, here comes Guy. We'll get him refitted. Alright, 3 artisans of Rhode Island raise money, so we got even more money. This is actually pretty good. It looks like these guys in Fort Stevens are doing pretty good. We're out of muskets. So yes, we're going to need muskets because we only produce 10 a day right now. So we'll buy, let's say, $3,000 worth of muskets. That's 370 muskets, that's fine. Let's actually make sure we're buying. What's my finances like? We are making more than we're expending. So I think what I'll do is I'll start trying to build some more, buy some more of these to outfit our about $1,000 worth of each. Keep trying to outfit our these units are good units. So yeah, our expenditures are less than our income, so that's good, but that income might be affected by, again, I think that income might be affected by that unit that, so let's actually unprioritize this unit now. That little gold we got at the beginning. So we got, oh, of course, oh, Spanish 55s, that actually is great. So let's come over here to this unit, these units here. Let's edit them. This is great. We can upgrade at least 2, maybe 3 units with Spanish 55s now. I might go ahead and just buy some, because let's see how many we would need to outfit in one more unit with Spanish 55s. So we need 22 more. So let's just go ahead and buy some 22 more for 400, just so we can get one more unit with some Spanish 55s. That would be great. So these guys are really starting to bolster up. Any more? Got 2 more brown besses on the market. Might as well buy. Got 72 in storage, so we're slowly getting up. I'm surprised we haven't been able to take too many from these battles we've been winning. Got 1 more day on Revolutionary Artillery. 16 more days on Quartermaster Command. Might want to look at possibly raising funds. I believe, no, we can only do that with my general unit. But we should be in a good spot with a lot of our other stuff. Let's see what happens at the end of the day. Let's take a look at that number, see if it goes. So yeah, it did go down. We're losing about 200 a day, it looks like. I definitely want to take a look at continuing to upgrade these. Let's see what we can build. I think. Oh. Thinking I want to go Weaver's house. Maybe a school. Actually, let's get another schoolhouse in, because officers are going to become an issue here shortly. They're still building their schoolhouse. Let's go ahead and maybe build another schoolhouse here. We barely have enough gold to do it, which might put us in the black. So we determined we're losing about 200 gold a day, so we don't want to. So let's go ahead, sell our furs, sell our textiles. We're not going to need. I think textiles we need for shipbuilding, but we don't need it right now. So let's just sell the furs and textiles that we have. That puts us back up to 2,000. So that's a good spot to be in right now. Oh, we almost forgot about this. So we could go blacksmith shop, which is going to give us opportunity to start getting Henry Knox. Or we can get Army Ordnance. Gives us a little bit more production speed on our weapons. I think I'm gonna go Ordnance Facilities, because it's gonna give us more research speed, and I think early on that's what I want. And not to mention, getting Henry Knox, getting more generals is gonna be big. So yeah, let's go Ordnance Facilities. It's gonna take 71 days. Can't upgrade them with any better. Alright, so we could get 113 Charlevilles, but it's going to cost us 30 gold. That's a bad offer, especially with us losing gold right now. This guy's almost fully refitted. We're missing about, what, 70 men? I think each one's supposed to have 500 men. Let's make sure do we have even had the people? Yeah, we had the recruits in Leicester. These guys are pretty much, they're only 3 men away. So, at the end of the day today, they should be fully formed. Not sure why these guys are not quite fully formed. Why they're missing 3 men. It's weird. Do we have, I guess, desertion? But I don't know why. Our loyalty's pretty good in Massachusetts. It's great in Connecticut. Great in Rhode Island. I guess not great in Connecticut. It's pretty good in Connecticut. Let's go ahead and advance another day. How are our ships doing? Okay, so Providence is back up to full strength. It's the Cornelius that's not quite. Alright, so we got 580 more fresh troops arriving at Boston. We're about 3 days away from the map expanding. These guys don't seem to be getting any more troops. I'm not sure why. Not sure why. So let's just keep, for now, we'll keep fast forwarding. Nothing happened that day. We are losing gold. Not sure. I didn't see how much we lost last round, or yesterday. Well, we got money from some raised money. That's about the only event that happened. I'm not sure why these units aren't maxing out, but I guess we can go ahead and move them back up to Fort Stevens. There's no reason not to. Dissolving of alliance. Tensions between France and Spain are rising. Again, we're just pretty much going day to day at this point. And then okay, so we opened up, so that's what we were waiting for. International changes, trusted couriers. We got 23 provision. That's good. Alright, so we opened up the map. One of the very first things we're going to want to do, start building out these guys. We're going to start adding more units to these men. I think for right now, we're just going to go ahead and add another militia unit. Although I don't think I hit apply on this side. Did I? Nope. Add, apply, and Hatfield. I think this one will actually disband. And to disband, we need to come up here. We'll actually disband this. I'm not too worried about losing Hatfield at the moment. Whereas these ones that are more on the frontier, I am a little more worried about. So we'll keep applying those. We will come down with that new officer. We're going to reform a whole new regiment with him. We are going to have to buy some cannons, I think, though. So that's going to be tricky. We're probably going to have to sell some stuff. It looks like we're probably also going to have to buy some more civilian muskets. We got some more brown buses we can buy. Because, yeah, with everything I just added, we're going to have to buy some more civilian muskets. Let's go ahead and sell these naval guns. That might help out a little bit as well, because we're not arming ships right now. And then we can buy these 4, and then we can buy about $800 worth of. It's not going to give us a lot, but I don't want to go. Actually, let's go ahead and just go ahead and sell the cigars. We're not trying to boost morale right now, which is what we'd be doing. Sell that. We don't have any furs. We have 1 textile that we can sell. We're not building any supply carts yet, so let's sell the wagons. Maybe not. Let's keep the wagons for now. Let's come to our resources. This we can actually play around with. Let's sell 2 coal, 5 wood. Let's do 5 saltpeter. 4 the iron. None of the construction materials, unless we're not making guns, which is really the only thing copper is good for. And sell that. And like I said, we are going to have to boost this a little bit. So let's buy about half our gold worth. So that should help. How is our ammunition actually? We have 67 in storage, so let's go to our production. We'll actually take away and put that, just so we're starting to create some more civilian muskets per day. Yeah. We're okay at the moment, so I don't want to boost my facilities all that much. Yeah, I don't need to put up my factors. We got 3 more days till we can get old Benedict Arnold. Alright, so we are seeing some troops sally forth. Not sure where they're going. This will be interesting. Maybe we should intercept? Should we intercept? That is the question. Maybe we keep some eyes on them. Maybe they're going to reinforce Fort Lovell. Let's come up here. We're going to keep our eyes on him. We also have to force the troops in New Haven. I probably will keep them in there for now. Because again, the British are a lot more aggressive. They might move on New Haven from that fort down there. Didn't quite catch that fort name. So we got the mission to take Fort Ticonderoga. We only have 90 days. So Fort Montgomery, that might be where they're... I'm not really sure where they're moving these forces. So what I might do... This guy is fully up, so let's move him to intercept. And let's move out our forces from Leicester. And intercept. Maybe. Let's see if we can't use my general to slow him down. Oh, did we? No, we only created the one, didn't we? We have, what, 1 more day into Benedict Arnold? 2 more days. Kind of just want to spend it, but let's just save all the reputation we can at the moment. They've almost intercepted. Gotta get them in. Alright, and I think this is where we'll leave it for now. We'll start this next battle. We're intercepting Daniel here. We've outnumbered him. This is a good opportunity because it definitely takes away some of the troops from Boston. So it'll be interesting to see if we can't break Daniels, at least hurt him a lot, which would make taking Fort Rice, which is technically going to be my next objective, a little bit easier. But that's going to be next episode, so thank you all for watching. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I got nothing else to say, so as always, bye.